Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another Arca Garage video. Today I'm gonna be restoring the steering wheel on my Alfa Romeo 147. So essentially we're gonna go from this right here to this in maybe like 3 hours of work. While I do love the design of the original steering wheel, the leather on it is pretty much done. You can see on the side it's worn out all the way. The problem is in this perforated leather there is no way that I can paint it and replicate these holes. For that reason I got this cover cut for Alfa Romeo 147 and GT. Now this is not the leather, it's some kind of artificial material. However, I can see that it's durable, and the good thing about it is that it is flexible, so it shouldn't be an issue to install it onto the steering wheel. You also got these markings for the front and back, and in the mail we also got the sewing kit. We got this plastic trim tool, and we got the double-sided tape. Besides that, we got the instructions. Now on this side it basically shows you how to stitch up the steering wheel, and on the other side it basically explains all of the steps in the process. The pros about this kit is that it seems like a really good quality, and it only costs around 20 euros with shipping included. Now I've removed the steering wheel just so I can film it a bit easier, but you don't have to do that. If you want to remove it, I'll put the link in the description below. I'm gonna start by removing these buttons. All you gotta do is pull them out, and you gotta do the same with the connector, just pull on it. One thing that I have to warn you about is that you want to be careful with these buttons. The cover on them is held with plastic clips. You can see that on this side one of the clips is broken. However, everything is still good, but you don't want to break them because the cover is not gonna stay in its place. I'm gonna remove the ones on the right side as well, and then I'm gonna clean the steering wheel with some alcohol. Next, I'm just gonna follow up on the instructions, and I'm gonna use this double-sided tape to put it around the edges, both on the front and the back. Okay, the next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mark these seams. You can see if I install the cover as it is, we're gonna have this bulge, and I'm gonna try to get rid of that. And to do that, I'm gonna mark it on the steering wheel, and I'm gonna cut the leather and remove it, so I create a bit of space so the seam can actually go in the place of the old leather. I've put just a little bit of electrical tape just to use it as a guide, and I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife to cut the old leather. When doing this, you gotta be extra careful not to damage the material beneath. Alright, here it is. Now I've created all of the spots for all 4 of my seams. Next, I'm gonna start gluing the cover to the steering wheel. I'm gonna start at 6 o'clock because there's a spoke right here, and I gotta make sure that I position this piece of the cover properly. If I start at 12 o'clock, there's a chance that I won't be able to fit this bottom side as good. Then I'm gonna move to 12 o'clock and I'm gonna go all the way around the steering wheel. I got my needle and the thread, and now it's time to sew the whole piece together. Now that I'm done with the sewing, you can see that I got a few loose ends that I need to address, and for this I'm gonna use a bit of super glue. So I'm just gonna pull the fabric over the edge and I'm gonna glue it in place. So essentially I'm gonna do this on all of the pieces that do not fit as they should. On the back, as you can see here, we got some excess material, and I'm just gonna use the plastic trim tool to push it inside. Next, I'm gonna cut some of this excess fabric and I'm gonna fit back the buttons. And after approximately 3 hours of work, here's the final result, and I gotta admit I'm more than happy with it. I just love how it came out. The only thing that ruins the impression are the worn out buttons. I've actually ordered them, but they didn't arrive in time. I didn't really have patience to wait for the steering wheel restoration. One thing that I gotta say, I've actually never done this in my life. I didn't watch any instructional videos or anything like that on YouTube, so if I can pull this off, so can you, and I definitely think that it's worth doing. As you can see, even these seams look very good, as well as the stitching, and as I just said, I really don't have any experience in doing this. One thing I also gotta say is that steering wheel feels great to the touch, and it is a significant change to that worn out sticky leather from before. Anyway, that would be all for this video. I hope you find it useful. If you did, hit that like button and support our channel by subscribing and by sharing our content with the rest of car enthusiasts.